सो वेव ऑप्टिक्स में फर्स्ट पॉइंट आपको क्या याद रखना है बेटा? Each point source of a light is a center of disturbance from which the waves are emitted in all directions. The locus of the particles of the medium oscillating in the same phase at a given instant is called what for your wavefront. ठीक है ना? Wavefront is always making an angle of 90 degrees with the ray of light. ये black वाला जो है ना, this is ray, और ये red वाला जो है ना wavefront. Wavefront कभी भी perpendicular होता है for the ray. हमें क्लियर? चलो पॉइंट नंबर 2, each point on the wavefront is a source of new disturbance. like say अगर ये वाला पॉइंट है, इस पे भी डिस्टर्बेंस रे ऑफ लाइट ऐसे निकल के जाते हैं, ठीक है ना? so each point on the wavefront is a source of new disturbance called as of what for me? Secondary wavelet. They are called as what for me? Or secondary wavelet. क्लियर? लासिया, आप भी आज से क्लास कंपलसरी मिस नहीं करना है बेटा। रिवीजन स्टार्ट हुआ है, आपको जो प्रॉब्लम्स मैं करवा रहा हूँ रोज 1-2 घंटे आप मेरे साथ प्रॉब्लम्स कंपलसरी करोगे। इसके बाद आप डेली मॉर्निंग या लेट इवनिंग में भी जो मैंने आपको वन शॉट के मॉडल्स दिए ना उसको 2-3 बार करोगे। ओके, एंड आई डोंट वांट एनी ऑफ यू, स्पेशली सुग्रा, आशा, वो लोग तो आ रहे हैं बेसिकली, अश्निता भी आ रही है, सुग्रा, नगवी एंड लासिया नंदा, प्लीज डोंट मिस द क्लासेस। एंड जितना मैं फिर रिवीजन करा रहा हूँ उसको आराम से देखो, 1 से 2 बार एक व्हाइट पेपर बाजू रख लेके उसको लिखते रहो, साथ में रफली लिखते रहो, ये फॉर्मूला है। और जो गन शॉट के मैंने प्रॉब्लम्स भेजे हैं, प्लीज ट्राई टू डू देम ट्वाइस एंड ट्राइस, एक एक प्रॉब्लम 2-2 बार विदाउट देखे आप लोग करते रहो बेसिकली। क्लियर है ना? एंड डोंट मिस द क्लासेस फ्रॉम हियर ऑनवर्ड्स। ओके, अब यहाँ से 5 दिन 6 दिन जरा सीरियस हो जाओ, श्योरली इट विल गोइंग टू वर्क इट आउट फॉर यू। अगर कुछ और हेल्प चाहिए तो यू लेट मी नो, एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस भी होना चाहिए तो मेरे पास एम्पल ऑफ टाइम है, आफ्टरनून में भी टाइम है मेरे पास, मॉर्निंग आवर्स में भी कल भी टाइम है। अगर आपको और कुछ एक्स्ट्रा हेल्प चाहिए और 1-2 ग्रैंड टेस्ट पेपर्स वगैरह करना है तो प्लीज लेट मी नो पर्सनली, मेरा नंबर है आप लोग के पास, या मैडम को आप टेक्स्ट कर दो या बोल दो, रिक्वेस्ट कर लो सर को, ऐसा बोल दो, सो दैट आई कैन हेल्प यू आउट टेकिंग दिस 4 days, आई विल बी डे एंड नाइट विद यू। कोई भी टाइम में आप बोलो सर मिलके से फिर से एक बार रिवीजन करना है या कुछ अच्छे मॉडल्स करना है, कंशर्ट वाले मॉडल से 2-3 बार आपको करना ही करना है, मैं तो एक बार आपको करवाऊंगा, उसके साथ आपको फिर से एक बार करना है। डोंट मिस द क्लास। कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है प्लीज ओपनली टेक्स्ट टू मी और डायरेक्टली कॉल एंड टॉक टू मी, सो दैट आई व्हाट बेस्ट लेवल हेल्प आई कैन डू फॉर, ठीक है ना? दिस 5-6 days कैन चेंज अ लॉट इन यू, ठीक है ना? आपको आता है 80 to 90% या 70% जो भी आता है, तो एक बार रिवीजन कर लो, फिर थोड़ा हेल्प आउट हो जाएगा। और एक 4-5 क्वेश्चंस करने की अगर एबिलिटी बढ़ गई तो 20-25 मार्क की मेक ए लॉट डिफरेंस बेसिकली। आना अलग बात है, रिवीजन के टाइम पे रिप्रोड्यूस करना अलग बात है बेसिकली, ठीक है ना? सो डोंट मिस द क्लास। हाँ, आफ्टरनून में ग्रैंड टेस्ट करवा ले सकता हूँ बेटा, मैं कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। जो मैंने आप लोग को भेजा है ना, ये वाले नीट लाइक के जो पेपर्स भेजे हैं ना, नीट लाइक के टेस्ट पेपर जो भेजे हैं ना, इसमें 5-6 पेपर्स है, आकाश के भी 5-6 पेपर्स है, सॉल्यूशंस मैं आपको भेज दूंगा। इसके तो मेरे पास सॉल्यूशंस नहीं है, इससे तो मुझे करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज दिस के ना की भी मेरे पास है, सो आई नीड टू चेक ऑल द क्वेश्चंस एंड ट्राई टू डू देम बेसिकली। तो ये वाला तो मैंने 1 वाला तो करवा दिया, इसलिए मैंने जहां जहां पर लंबा कैलकुलेशन हो रहा था तो वो मैंने आप कैलकुलेशंस आपके लिए छोड़ा था, तो प्लीज ट्राई टू डू इट ऑन योर ओन। अगर इसका सोल्यूशन होता है तो मैं खुद ही आप लोग को भेज देता, मैं आपको इतना प्रेशर नहीं करता था कि डू जाओ, और सोल्यूशन ही है और बहुत अच्छी बात है क्योंकि आपका दिमाग लगेगा इन डूइंग डेटा। सोल्यूशन के साथ आप 20 नहीं 40 पेपर भी कर लो, बेकार है बेसिकली। तो सेकंड पेपर का भी ग्रैंड टेस्ट पेपर का की भी नहीं है, सोल्यूशन भी नहीं, जैसा फाइनल एग्जाम होता है ना उसी तरह से 1-2 से लेके 3 बजे तक 1 घंटा आप एग्जाम लिख लो बेसिकली, isn't it? So please try to write one exam and try to see, अरे 20 क्वेश्चन में मुझे कितने क्वेश्चन निकल रहे हैं, 10 निकल रहे हैं, 12 निकल रहे हैं, 13 निकल रहे हैं, नहीं निकल रहे हैं तो क्या रीजन है, तो उसका वो वाला हम लोग वर्कआउट कर सकते हैं बेसिकली। तो आफ्टरनून अगर आप लोग को चाहिए, एवरीवन इज रेडी टू कम इन द आफ्टरनून आवर्स फॉर द ग्रैंड टेस्ट डिस्कशन दैट आई कैन डू। इवनिंग की क्लास तो एज इट इज रहेगी बेटा, जो आफ्टरनून की क्लास मॉर्निंग की क्लास रहेगी, whatever the morning class and evening morning classes रहेंगी, that will be an extra, and evening की जो regular class रहेगी that will be not getting disturbed, and the classes will be till third or fourth most probably, ठीक है ना? मैं 2-3 बार उसका रिवीजन करा दूंगा आराम से, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो प्लीज टेक्स्ट मी डायरेक्टली, टॉक टू मी, सो व्हाट बेटर हेल्प आई कैन डू इट फॉर यू बेसिकली, ठीक है ना बेटा? So don't waste the time, and last 3 days 4 days please be with me. I'll revise you all the formulas and I'll try to do daily 2 to 3 o'clock या 3 to 4 o'clock, जो भी आप एक टाइम सेट कर लेते हो। आफ्टरनून में सभी लोग आने के लिए रेडी है तो मैं आपको एक ओपिनियन पोल भेज दूंगा, अगर आप लोग सभी लोग टाइमिंग में आफ्टरनून या मॉर्निंग आवर्स में कभी अवेलेबल है तो प्लीज लेट मी नो, वो टाइम पे हम लोग रोज एक ग्रैंड टेस्ट भी कर ले सकेंगे। इवनिंग में भी एक ग्रैंड टेस्ट होगा, मॉर्निंग आवर्स में भी एक ग्रैंड टेस्ट हो जाए, या पीडब्ल्यू का भी पेपर हो या आकाश का पेपर हो, मेरे पास 4-5 पेपर्स पड़े हुए हैं, वो मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी 5-6 पेपर भेज चुका हूँ बेसिकली। आई सेंड यू 5-6 पेपर्स ऑफ पीडब्ल्यू, और मैं देखता हूँ कहीं पर मुझे सोर्स मिलता है विद क्वेश्चन सॉल्यूशंस मिल जाता है, मैं आप लोग को डायरेक्टली शेयर कर देता हूँ, आप लोग उसको प्रैक्टिस कर लो, ठीक है ना। आकाश का भी मेरे पास सोर्स नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ मिलते हैं तो जो सोल्यूशन भी मिलते हैं तो मैं आपको ड्रॉप कर देता हूँ, तो आप लोग उसको कर लीजिए। इसका तो मेरे पास ना की है ना सोल्यूशन है, दैट इज द रीजन आई नीड टू डू देम, इट विल टेक ए टाइम। अगर आपको 1 घंटे का टाइम लग रहा है तो मुझे भी लिटरली 1 घंटे का टाइम लगेगा फॉर डूइंग दिस पेपर्स। ठीक है ना। तो डोंट मिस द क्लास। अब कुछ भी हो रहा है तो डायरेक्टली टेक्स्ट मी और कॉल मी एंड लेट मी नो कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हेल्प आई कैन डू इट आउट फॉर दिस 3-4 days। ठीक है ना। शर्माना नहीं है, डायरेक्टली बात करना है, सर मेरे को और से एक बार होना है। आराम से, मेरे पास भी टाइम है इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ मैं आराम से। ठीक है ना। चलिए, वेव थियरी में, वेव ऑप्टिक्स में फर्स्ट पॉइंट देखो बेटा, हाइगन्स वेव थियरी हम लोग फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या बोले, ईच पॉइंट ऑफ द लाइट इज द सेंटर ऑफ द डिस्टर्बेंस फ्रॉम व्हिच द वेव्स आर emitted in all directions. The locus of all the particles of medium oscillating in the same phase at a given instant is called as what, wavefront. उसके बाद each point of the wavefront is a source of new disturbance, जैसा मैंने यहाँ पर रेड लाइट पे डॉट बनाया, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज सेकेंडरी सोर्स, उसमें से फिर वेव्स आगे बढ़ते चले जाएंगे, isn't they are called as secondary wavelet, and these wavelets are what, it may be a spherical which have been traveling with the speed of your light. What is the speed of the light beta? स्पीड ऑफ द लाइट होती है c इज इक्वल्स टू 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second। ठीक है। The forward envelope of the secondary wavelet in any instant gives the position of new wavefront। बस पढ़ के छोड़ दो बस। उसके बाद देखो बेटा, इन होमोजेनियस मीडियम द वेवफ्रंट इज ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ प्रोपगेशन। मैंने अभी बताया था, जैसे डॉट लाइन है, ये एरो मार्क है, ये जो वर्टिकल लाइन है दिस इज कॉल्ड एज वेवफ्रंट, ये जो स्ट्रेट लाइन है दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ऑफ योर रे। दिस इज ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर बेटा, यहाँ पर लिखा है ना, इन होमोजेनियस द वेवफ्रंट कैसा होती है, परपेंडिकुलर टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेव प्रोपगेशन, जो वेव सामने जा रही है ना उसके परपेंडिकुलर में अपने को वेवफ्रंट पड़ता है। Check. Next one, coherent sources. What do you mean by your coherent sources? What do you mean by your coherent sources? Coherent sources मतलब क्या बेटा? What do you mean by coherent sources? Anyone? Co means same. The two sources are coherent if and only if they produce the waves of what? Same frequency and hence wavelength and have a constant initial phase difference. उसको हम लोग coherent बोलते हैं। कल के दिन पूछ लिया what is a coherent सोर्स, मतलब उसको क्या क्या सेम रहना चाहिए, सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी होनी चाहिए, सेम वेवलेंथ भी हो जाएगा and should be having a constant initial phase difference, that is called as of your coherent source. The next one is right now for me incoherent sources. What do you mean by incoherent sources? Two sources are said to be incoherent, मतलब सेम नहीं है if they are having different frequencies। यहाँ पर अब frequency क्या हो गई बेटा, डिफरेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी हो गई, और इनिशियल फेज डिफरेंस वेरीज विद योर टाइम, यानी फेज डिफरेंस रहेगा उसके। ये दो पॉइंट अपने को याद रखना है फॉर योर फेज डिफरेंस पार्ट ऑफ इक्वेशन, फॉर योर कोहेरेंट एंड इनकोहेरेंट। द नेक्स्ट वन इज राइट नाउ फॉर योर इंटरफियरेंस। व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय योर इंटरफियरेंस? ये देखोगे वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है, वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट एरिया, वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, ये इसको बाय हार्ट करके रखना है अपने को। इंटरफियरेंस के अंदर फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला जो आता है, रिजल्टेंट इंटेंसिटी ऑफ कोहेरेंट सोर्सेज निकालने का तरीका, I is equals to your I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 into cos phi। रिजल्टेंट इंटेंसिटी फॉर द इनकोहेरेंट सोर्सेज ऑफ द लाइट अगर निकालना है अपने को, देन इनकोहेरेंट रहेंगे तो डायरेक्टली आप क्या करोगे, I1 plus I2, ये बच्चों को भूल जाते हैं बेसिकली। इन I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 किसके लिए लेंगे बेटा, कोहेरेंट के लिए। इनकोहेरेंट के लिए इंटेंसिटी क्या करोगे, आप सीधा सीधा ऐड करते चले जाओगे, I is equals to I1 plus I2। Next one and very very important right now for me, what do you mean by your intensity? Now see, intensity is directly proportional to width of the slit, and width of the slit is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. So I1 by I2 is equals to W1 by W2, W क्या है, width of the slit, and A1 by A2 will be the amplitude। width of the slit मतलब ये देखो, ये बेटा ये सोर्स S1 है, ये सोर्स S2 है, इन दोनों का जो होल होता है ना, that is called as of your width of the slit। और S1 and S2 के बीच की डिस्टेंस जो होती है D, एंड ये जो d sin थीटा होता है वो पाथ डिफरेंस होता है। तो आई मैक्स बाय आई मिनिमा कैसे निकालोगे बेटा, आई मैक्स बाय आई मिनिमा इज इक्वल्स टू वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला, रूट आई1 प्लस रूट आई2 का होल स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय रूट ऑफ आई1 माइनस रूट ऑफ आई2 का होल स्क्वायर। और एम्पलीट्यूड में लिख रहे हो तो a1 प्लस a2 डिवाइडेड बाय a1 माइनस a2 का होल स्क्वायर। ये हो गया फर्स्ट वाला फॉर्मूला, आपने को याद। नेक्स्ट वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, डिस्टेंस ऑफ योर nth ब्राइट फ्रिंज, यानी कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफियरेंस के लिए nth ब्राइट फ्रिंज का फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा, yn is equals to your n into lambda into capital D divided by small d। यानी यहां से सेंटर से, ये सेंट्रल तो कभी भी आपको मैक्सिमा बनेगा, सेंट्रल मैक्सिमा। अगर p is the distance of nth ब्राइट फ्रिंज, अगर nth ब्राइट यहां पर पड़ा तो सेंटर से कितनी दूरी होगा, yn is equals to n lambda capital D divided by small d। कैपिटल डी क्या होता है बेटा, कैपिटल डी इज द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द स्क्रीन एंड एज वेल एज ऑफ योर स्लिट। ये हो गया मेरे पास स्क्रीन, और ये S1 और S2 क्या हो जाएंगे, स्लिट। इन दोनों के बीच की जो दूरी है दैट इज कैपिटल डी, और S1 एंड S2 के बीच की जो दूरी है दैट इज राइट नाउ फॉर स्मॉल डी। ओके ना, व्हाट इज द पाथ डिफरेंस बेटा, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हाट इज द पाथ डिफरेंस, पाथ डिफरेंस इज n lambda where n is equal to how much for me, 0 1 2 3 go on. Am I clear with this one? So distance of nth bright fringe is n lambda into capital D divided by small d. Small d is the distance of your slit width. Capital D is the distance between the screen and as well as of slit. Lambda is the wavelength. N is nothing but of your integer. Nth bright fringe kahan par? Like say if it is first bright fringe, you take 1. If it is seventh bright fringe, you take 7. If it is eighth bright fringe, you take it is 8 like that. Am I clear with the YDSC का first formula? Intensity का formula याद रखना है. Then distance of your nth bright fringe. Then path difference also for constructive interference. Yeah, bright point path difference is n lambda. Am I clear with this one? Am I clear with this one? Any doubt to anyone? Chalo, next one. Very important. Distance of mth dark fringe. Distance of your mth dark fringe. Why mth will be equal to 2m minus 1 into lambda into capital D divided by small d. Again, the path difference will be equal to how much? सुग्रा नकवी, क्या बेटा कुछ समझ में नहीं आया क्या? ओके चलो, डिस्टेंस ऑफ m तो ब्राइट डिफरेंस क्या होता है बेटा, ym is equal to 2m minus 1 lambda into capital D divided by small d. What is small d? What is small d? Small d is the distance between slits. D is equals to distance between slits. Distance between slits, that is S1 and S2. डायग्राम में देखो ये वाला, इन दोनों की जो दूरी रहती है that is called as a QT, small d. Capital D is equals to distance between slits and screen, capital D. Clear it? So path difference of that one is given by the formula. Path difference is equal to 2m minus 1 into lambda by 2, where m value will start from your 1 2 3 go on like that. Okay, then fringe width, very important. Fringe width is represented by beta. Beta is equals to your lambda into capital D divided by small d. Beta is equals to how much for me? Lambda into capital D divided by small d. Am I clear? Saiba, please don't miss the classes from here onwards बेटा, and be on time by 9 o'clock. आज से रिवीजन स्टार्ट हो रहा है, फिर से पूरा मैं आपको रिवाइज करूंगा और ग्रैंड टेस्ट भी करूंगा. सो डोंट मिस द क्लासेस एंड डोंट बी लेट टू द क्लास. 9:05 तक आप लोग को ज्वाइन हो जाना है क्लास. अगर कोई टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम हो रही तो ही मेरे साथ, मैं आई टेक्स्ट यू बेसिकली. ठीक है ना? चलिए, इसकी तो वैसे भी मैं रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहा हूँ तो मैं आपको फिर भी एक बार भेज देता हूँ तो आप लोग देख लीजिए. नेक्स्ट वन बेटा, एंगुलर फ्रिंज विड्थ. नेक्स्ट वन इज योर एंगुलर फ्रिंज विड्थ. Angular fringe width is represented by theta. Theta is equals to beta divided by capital D. That is equals to lambda divided by small d. Clear है यहाँ तक सभी को? Next one again very important. अब ये देखो बेटा, if a transparent sheet of refractive index mu of how much for me? Mu. Refractive index of your mu and thickness of your, say for example T. Thickness of your T is being introduced in one of the path of the interfering waves. Optical path is becoming for me how much? Mu into T. Instead of your T, entire fringe will shift by how much for me? कितना शिफ्ट हो जा रहा है बेसिकली, ये देखो, it is being shifted by d into mu minus 1 into t divided by small d, or beta into lambda into mu minus 1 into t. T is the thickness. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूला बेटा. अगर दो स्लिट्स के बीच में if a transparent sheet of refractive index mu and thickness t is introduced in one of the path of the interference, isn't it, then optical path कितना हो जाएगा? mu into t. ये इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. एक्चुअली क्या रहता था t, लेकिन mu रखने की वजह से mu t. तो एंटायर फ्रिंज शिफ्ट कितना शिफ्ट हो जाएगा? d into mu minus 1 into t divided by small d. समझ में आया? या बीटा by lambda into mu minus 1 into t. बीटा कैसा आया, कोई बता सकता है क्या? क्योंकि देखो फ्रिंज विड्थ का फॉर्मूला यहाँ पर है. फ्रिंज विड्थ इज इक्वल टू how much for me? बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू lambda into capital D divided by small d. तो इन क्या लिख रहा है? कैपिटल D by small d can also be written as what? बीटा by lambda is capital D divided by small d. तो ये कैपिटल D divided by small d की जगह उसने क्या लिख लिया? बीटा by lambda mu minus 1 into t. Isn't it? And यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहा है? देखो ये पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट है. और कहाँ पर शिफ्ट होगा? टुवर्ड्स द साइड इन विच, जहाँ पर आपने शीट लगाई वहां पर is been introduced without any change in the fringe width. Am I clear? If a transparent sheet of refractive index mu and thickness it is introduced in one of the paths of the interfering waves, an optical path will become for mu t, an entire fringe shift will shift in the direction जहां पर आप mu रखोगे one direction it will shift by how much d into mu minus 1 into t divided by small d or beta by lambda into mu minus 1 into t. Am I clear with this one? Sir, चलिए very good. The next one and very important, that is about your diffraction. Second part, वो छोटा टॉपिक है. छोटा उसमें क्या याद रखना, देखो बेटा, इन ए फ्राउनहोफर डायफ्रैक्शन, साइंटिस्ट का नाम है. फॉर मिनिमा व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? फॉर मिनिमा बाई डीएससी का उल्टा बन जाएगा. फॉर मिनिमा ए sin थीटा इज एन लैम्डा. ये क्या होता है बेटा? स्लिट विड्थ, यानी सिंगल स्लिट होता है बेटा ऐसा. और ये हो गया स्क्रीन. तो इन दोनों के बीच की जो दूरी होती है दैट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय ये, और इन दोनों के बीच में जो दूरी होती है दैट इज योर कैपिटल डी पार्ट ऑफ रिलेशन. ऐसा कुछ इंटरफेरेंस होगा, ठीक है ना. तो फॉर मिनिमा व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? a sin theta is equal to how much? n lambda. And for maxima, what is the formula? a sin theta is equals to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. What is a बेटा? a is equals to slit width. वहां पर small d से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर a से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. a is equals to slit width. Clear? Just reverse of your YDSC. In Fraunhofer diffraction, minima is a sin theta is equal to n lambda, maxima is a sin theta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. Next one. Linear width of central maxima. This is again very important. Linear width of the central maxima is 2 lambda into capital D divided by small a. And angular width of central maxima is 2 lambda divided by a. Directly other feature. Next one and very important, polarization. इसमें दो फॉर्मूले से, one is Brewster's law, another one is of your Malus law part of relation. अब Brewster's law में क्या बोलता है, देखो Brewster's law is given by this relation and it says that mu is equals to tan theta p. Theta p is known as what? Polarizing angle. तो theta p बाहर निकालो, tan inverse of mu बन जाएगा. So theta p is known as what? Polarizing angle, polarization or Brewster's angle. और इसमें this is very important thing you need to remember, reflected and refracting rays are perpendicular to each other. Clear? The next one is Malus law. What do you mean by your Malus law? Beta, Malus law is I is equals to I naught into your cos square theta. I is equals to how much for me? I naught into your cos square theta. What is the value of I naught? I naught is known as what? Intensity of your incident polarizer. यानी ऐसा diagram आपको रहेगा. This one is called as of your polarizer. And यहाँ से जो light जाएगी basically, this is your unpolarized light. Unpolarized light has a dart and arrow mark. And there will be a small hole in this one like this. This one is called as of your polar analyzer. The next one is called as of your polarizer. So this one is your polarizer. उसके बाद फिर एक analyzer होगा यहाँ पर. This one is your analyzer. So this is passing through this one. So जो output यहाँ पर आएगा, this will be your output. No dot. Clear? Am I clear? So this is your unpolarized light. This one is your unpolarized. Dot and arrow mark है, that is unpolarized. There is no dot, only arrow. This is your polarized light. तो इसकी इंटेंसिटी कितनी बन जाएगी? अगर इसकी इंटेंसिटी I है, तो इसकी इंटेंसिटी बन जाएगी I by 2. If it is inclined, then it will become for me I is equals to I naught into cos square theta. I naught is the intensity of incident polarizer. यहाँ पर इसने I naught लिया, तो मैं भी I naught by 2 कर दूँ. Am I clear? यहाँ तक क्लियर है सभी को? यहाँ तक क्लियर है सभी को? So that was about the revision of your wave optics part of relation. कितना छोटा था देखो, लिटरली कितने में, आधे घंटे में आपका वेव ऑप्टिक्स का रिवीजन हो गया. यानी लिटरली आपको 4 मार्क्स, कभी कभी आपकी किस्मत अच्छे है तो you'll be getting even 2 questions from your wave optics. बात समझ में आई? Am I clear? Any doubt in this one? वेव ऑप्टिक्स को पूरे फॉर्मूले छोटे से छोटे टाइम में अपने का रिवीजन हो गया. लिटरली आपको 15 मिनट लगेगा. मैं बीच में थोड़ा बात किया हुआ उसलिए इतना टाइम लगा. अगर आप फिर से रिवीजन करने बैठोगे ना, लिटरली 15 मिनट में आपका वेव ऑप्टिक्स रिवीजन हो जाएगा. डन? ये हो गया अपना वेव ऑप्टिक्स का एक अच्छा खासा रिवीजन. देन दिस वन इज योर एसएचएम. एसएचएम तो पर्सन ही करे ना, तो जरूरत नहीं होगा. तो कौन सा चैप्टर करें, बोलिए जल्दी से रिवीजन के लिए. करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कर लें क्या, या एसएचएम ही कर लें? हैवी वेटेज वाला ही कर लेते हैं एक बार. कौन सा टॉपिक करना, बोलिए जल्दी से. ग्रेविटेशन कर लें? हाँ, ग्रेविटेशन भी कर सकते हैं. ग्रेविटेशन में भी एक क्वेश्चन निकलता है। तो कर रहा हूँ, मेरे पास अगर रेडीमेड है तो कर लेंगे, नहीं बोले तो मैं लिख के करवा दूंगा एक बार। इसमें तो नहीं है मेरे पास अभी। ठीक है चलिए एक पेपर कर लेते हैं, दैट विल बी बेटर। नीट लाइक गन शॉट के पेपर एक कर लेते हैं फर्स्ट बार, ठीक है ना। चलिए इसमें कहीं मिलता है तो देख लेते हैं। ओके, 20-25 क्वेश्चंस कर लेते हैं जल्दी जल्दी। चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 1। The respective speed of the five molecules are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 kilometer per second. The ratio of their RMS velocities and the average velocities will be equal to your how much? Can anyone tell me the answer? कौन सा फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे बेटा? VRMS जब V1, V2, V3 दे रखा है, VRMS will be equal to, this value will be equal to how much for me? Under root of your V1 square, V1 square, क्या शेयर हो रहा है बेटा? शेयर नहीं हो रहा शायद, सॉरी। मॉडर्न फिजिक्स स्क्रीन इज नॉट विजिबल, हाँ अभी स्टेयर कर लिया बेटा। मॉडर्न फिजिक्स का रिवीजन कर लेंगे बेटा अश्नीता। मॉडर्न फिजिक्स भी करेंगे, ग्रेविटेशन भी करेंगे। पहले उससे पहले थोड़े क्वेश्चंस कर लेते हैं जल्दी जल्दी। क्लियर? चलिए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखिए बेटा। द रिस्पेक्टिव स्पीड्स ऑफ द फाइव मॉलिक्यूल्स आर 1 2 3 4 5 किलोमीटर पर सेकंड। द रेशियो ऑफ देयर आरएमएस वेलोसिटीज एंड द एवरेज वेलोसिटीज विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच? VRMS velocity formula beta, VRMS is equals to V1 square plus V2 square plus V3 square plus V4 square plus V5 square divided by N. So this will be the form. So that value will be equal to under root of your 1 is how much for me? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square divided by N. What is the value of N? It is 5. See how much I'm getting better. So this is your under root of your 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. 25 divided by your 5. कितना आ रहा कोई बता सकता है? कितना आ रहा है? 55 divided by 5, 5 11s. So this will be equal to root 11. Unit will be kilometer per second. आया? Is asking the ratio of RMS velocity. यानी फर्स्ट में root 11 आना चाहिए, तो ऑब्वियसली आपको सेकंड वन करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, तो डायरेक्टली ये ऑप्शन टिक करके आ सकते हैं। है क्लियर? फिर वी एवरेज का एक बार फॉर्मूला बता दिए बेटा, मैं आप लोगों के लिए लिख रहा हूँ। वी एवरेज इज इक्वल्स टू क्या करोगे? V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 plus V5 divided by 5, whatever the values you are having. But is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 divided by n. N is how much for me? 5. Isn't it? So these values will be equal to how much for me? कितना आ रहा? Very good. This is 3 kilometer per second. So ratio is asking VRMS divided by V average is equals to root 11 divided by 3. That means it is root 11 is to 3 will be the answer. Done. So question number 5 का आंसर बताइए बेटा कोई. What do you mean by question number 5? The masses of neutron and proton are given as 1.0087 and 1.0073 AMU respectively. If neutrons and protons combine to form a helium nucleus of mass 4.0015 AMU, the binding energy of the helium nucleus will be equal to how much? ऐसे ही डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछा है बेटा, बस आपको फॉर्मूला वो टाइम पे याद आना जरूरी है। बाइंडिंग एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला बेटा एनीवन, बाइंडिंग एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला निकालने से पहले आप मास डिफेक्ट निकालना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बाइंडिंग एनर्जी इज मास डिफेक्ट इनटू योर सी स्क्वायर आर 931 MeV। बाइंडिंग एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला लिख रहा हूं, देखिए यहां पर बाइंडिंग एनर्जी विल बी इक्वल टू योर मास डिफेक्ट इनटू 931 MeV। Clear? This is your mass defect form. So first, how do you calculate the mass defect? Anyone? Mass defect is equals to your masses of nucleons minus mass of nucleons. So mass of nucleus. The masses of neutron and proton are given as 1.0087 and 1.0073 AMU. The neutron and proton combine to form helium nucleus. Helium nucleus मतलब क्या? 2He4. तो ये फॉर्म करने के लिए कितने प्रोटॉन कितने न्यूट्रॉन होना चाहिए? 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So it is 2 times of mass of neutron plus 2 times of mass of proton minus mass of your helium nucleus. So that value will be equal to 2 into, I'm leaving the calculation for you. It is 1.0087 plus it is 1.0073 minus 73 minus 4.0015. Everything is given in AMU beta. That is the reason I'm directly writing that value. So agar if you simplify, you get some answer. Whatever the answer you get, you substitute value here and multiply it with your 931 MeV. So that will give me the answer. I'm leaving the calculation for you. Please try to do on your own. And you need to remember the formula as it is because इससे हटके आपको problem नहीं पूछता. Binding energy is equals to how much for me beta? Binding energy is equals to delta M into 931. Mass defect is equals to here it is 2 times because how do you write the mass defect formula beta? Mass defect delta M is equals to mass of nucleons. Mass of nucleons. I hope everyone you know minus mass of nucleus. Mass of nucleus is your binding energy. Clear? I'm leaving the calculation for you. Please try to do that. Question number 6, beta. Anyone? Calculate the work done by the gas as it is taken from 1 to 2, okay, 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, then 2 to 3. This is the arrow mark and this is the arrow mark. Then from 3 to 1 in the downward direction. It is coming like this. Cyclic process. So the work done in the cyclic process 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1 is found to be minus n times of P naught into V naught. The value of n निकालना है आपने. You know that area under the curve will always give me the work done beta. So what you do is first you try to calculate this area, isn't it? So this area is equals to your how much? Area of this one will be equal to how much beta? Area of your triangle, isn't it? So if I'm calculating the area under the curve, isn't it? Like say this is one curve right now, and there is also one more curve right now. Okay, so total one I can do right now. Am I clear right now? Am I clear? Am I clear? See, for 1 to 2, this is the area. Then from 2 to 3, this will be the area, isn't it? Then from 3 to 1, this will be the area. Am I clear? So first I will calculate the first one. Work done when I'm going from 1 to 2. That means this blue wala area, that is equals to your, this value is given how much for me? 3 times of your V naught minus of your V naught. Area length into breadth, 3V naught minus V naught. And the pressure will be equal to how much beta? P naught minus of 0. So this value will become how much for me? 2 times of P naught into V naught. Area from 1 to 2. Then if I'm calculating the work done from 2 to 3, anyone? 2 to 3, volume is remaining constant. Now when volume is constant from 2 to 3, V is equals to constant. So obviously work done will become 0. Then work done from your 3 to 2, sorry, 3 to 1. 3 to 1. That is equals to area under this one. So area of triangle plus area of a square. And it is in anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise means it will become for me how much? Negative. So that will be equal to minus of this 1 to 2 I'm writing directly here. It is a 2 P naught V naught because just now I got this one, isn't it? And this value will be equal to plus half of the triangle. The area of the triangle is half into length into breadth. Length will be equal to how much? 3 to 2 means this value will become for me 2 P naught minus of your P naught. Breadth will be equal to how much for me? 3 V naught minus of V naught into 3 V naught minus of your V naught. This will be the time. तो ये बन जाएगा minus of 2 P naught V naught. This value will be equal to your, if I'm opening the bracket, this is minus, this is half 2 P naught minus V naught is P naught into, this is 2 times of V naught. This 2 will get cancelled. So it is the minus of 2 P naught V naught minus of your P naught into V naught. Am I clear? इतना ही ना बेटा? So this half 2 P naught V naught, this is nothing but of your P naught into 3 V naught minus V naught, that is nothing but of your 2 V naught. Clear? So this value will become how much? Minus of 3 P naught into V naught. Now total work done. So total work done, W net will be equal to, so it will be your W1 plus W2 plus W3 W1 how much I got? 2 P naught into V naught because it is in what do you call that one? Area of this one coming to the cyclic process. Plus W2 will be equal to 0. Plus W3 will be minus of 3 P naught into V naught. That means this value will be equal to 2 P naught V naught minus of 3 P naught into V naught. Clear? So this value will be equal to how much for me? Minus of your 2 minus that's minus of your P naught V naught. That means it is minus of 1 into P naught into V naught. Given in the problem is n times of P naught V naught. So n value I can write it as of your 1. Which option it will be the first? Clear? Eh? Very good question. Question number 7. The wave optics question. Two statements are given. Everyone should get me. When unpolarized light is incident on a polarizer, the intensity of the transmitted polarizer remains unchanged. Is it correct, beta? No. Unpolarized will become polarized. I naught will become I naught by 2. So statement 1 is wrong. Polarization is a convincing proof of the transverse nature of your light path deflection. Absolutely, because it is making that whether it is a transverse wave or a longitudinal wave is being identified by the process of your polarization. So statement 2 is also correct for me. Clear? So what is the answer? Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. No. Statement 1 and 2 are incorrect. No. Statement 1 is correct. No. Statement 1 is incorrect. Absolutely. Fourth option will be the answer. Very good, Ashmita. Question number 9. Anyone? Figure shows the current in a part of the electrical circuit. Then the value of the current I will be equal to your how much? One word answer. One word answer. यहाँ पर देखो, this is your junction. Junction, how much amount of current is coming with? 3 ampere. Here also 3 ampere. So here the current flowing is right now for 4 ampere. Am I clear? So current flowing in this one is 4 ampere. And this 4 ampere will current will go right now here like this. Isn't it? So this is 3. Sorry, 6 amperes. So this will be the 6 amperes of a current. Am I clear? I'm applying the Kirchhoff first law, beta. Okay. Now see at this point, I'm taking this one as some point of your P. At point P, the current will flow in all the 2, and all the resistance are same now, beta. If all the resistance are same, current will be equally divided. But it should be remembered. The point B, the current will flow in all the 2 resistor is not given. That means it is insufficient information to find the value of your current. Like say if the resistors are right now for me same, current should be actually how much for me? 2, 2 and 2. Because potential is also not given, na beta. So what will be the answer for me? Clear? So V is equals to I into R. So I is equals to V divided by R. अगर potential constant होता तो I is inversely proportional to resistance ना बेटा. So what is the answer I can write? Anyone? He is asking this I value बेटा. This I value 2 ohms में कितना जाएगा? अब यहाँ पर कितना करंट आ रहा है या जा रहा कुछ भी नहीं दिया. Arrow mark specifically mention दे रखा है. I can't say exactly in this one it will go 2 amperes. अगर मान के चलो यहाँ पर कुछ अगर मान के चलो 5 एम्पियर ऐसा आ रहा तो जब तो चेंज हो जाएगा ना डिफरेंस ऑफ करंट में हो जाएगा ठीक है ना तो दैट इज द रीजन दिस इज कंप्लीटली इनकम्प्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन isn't it so what is the best option I can take right now for this one is fourth one so the insufficient information देना नहीं चाहिए but still it is not correct question number 12 बताइए बेटा the ratio of energy required to move a satellite up to a height h above the earth's surface of radius r to that the kinetic energy of the satellite into orbit is given by how much the ratio of the energy required to move a satellite up to a height h above the Earth's surface of radius r to that the kinetic energy of the satellite into that orbit will be equal to your how much part affiliation. Anyone, madam? मान के चलो this is your Earth, this is your radius r. Now you are shifting this one a satellite to a certain height. Isn't it? Is how much h up to a height h above the Earth's surface. Isn't it? That is your h. Then energy required to move the satellite to a height h from the Earth's surface will be equal to how much better? U is equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Total energy I can say. Energy required to keep the satellite, I'll write in terms of your energy. So total energy required for this one will be equal to how much? Well, E is equals to potential energy plus kinetic energy. How much? ग्रेविटेशन में पोटेंशियल एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला याद है किसी को? माइनस कैपिटल जी कैपिटल एम स्मॉल एम डिवाइडेड बाय फ्रॉम दिस सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ आर प्लस एच. Then kinetic energy will be equal to how much better for me? Plus this will be equal to your capital G capital M divided by R. How? Orbital velocity ना, kinetic energy is equals to half into M into V naught square होना चाहिए when it is orbiting. So it is half into M into V naught square is how much for me? V naught square is under root of G into R. Yeah, that is under root of your G into M into R divided by R square. ये R square ये R चले जाएगा तो under root of GM divided by R होगा. तो kinetic energy is equal to half into your M. V naught will be equal to how much will be? Capital G capital M divided by R. इसीलिए मैंने ये लिखा है, isn't it? So this value will become how much for me, beta? इसका LCM कर लो. So if I'm writing the LCM for this one, this value will be equal to R plus H into your H, isn't it? This value will be equal to your how much for me? Capital G capital M small m into your H. So this will be the total energy. Okay. And what is the kinetic energy formula, beta? At a certain height, kinetic energy will be equal to your how much will be from the center of the earth. Kinetic energy of the satellite is half into m into your v naught square. This is from the surface of the earth. This is from the center of the earth at a certain height. That means half into m into this value will be capital G capital M divided by r plus of your h. Isn't it? Now दोनों का रेशियो देख लीजिए. टोटल एनर्जी डिवाइडेड बाय काइनेटिक एनर्जी. टोटल एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला कितना है? कैपिटल जी कैपिटल एम स्मॉल एम इनटू एच डिवाइडेड बाय दिस इज आर प्लस एच इनटू कैपिटल एच इनटू काइनेटिक एनर्जी. इसका उल्टा बन जाएगा राइट नाउ. दिस वैल्यू विल बिकम फॉर मी आर प्लस ऑफ योर एच डिवाइडेड बाय यहाँ पर एज यूजुअल कितना बन जाएगा? 2 भी ऊपर चले जाएगा. isn't it? This one is capital G capital M into your small m. कुछ करते हुए दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? देखो बेटा, anything is getting cancelled. Capital G capital M capital G capital M and R plus H will get cancelled. So this will be equal to your how much of it? This और कुछ cancel हो रहा है? Capital G capital M. This will be equal to your H. आया? डन बेटा. अरे यहाँ पर आ रहा था ना बेटा, एलसीएम देखिए बेसिकली. सॉरी यहाँ पर आर आ जाएगा. एलसीएम ये आर है ना यहाँ पर, तो सॉरी तो ये यहाँ पर तो आर हो जाएगा. अगर ये आर आ गया तो कितना बन जाएगा? 2h डिवाइडेड बाई कैपिटल आर. सो इट इज 2h इज टू आर. फोर्थ ऑप्शन बन गया. चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 13. For an ideal gas of n moles, the temperature is increased from temperature T to 4T at a pressure of P is equals to A T power minus 1, where A is constant. What will be the work done by the gas? Very good question. Only 5% of students can do such type of a question. अगर KDG में thermodynamics में ऐसा वाला question आ गया, then आप तो लटकते रह जाओगे सीधा सीधा. So I told you whenever we get such type of equations, आपको डरना नहीं है, डायरेक्टली आप आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन लेके वर्क डन निकालना. So वर्क डन निकालने का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है बेटा? dW is equals to pressure into change in volume, isn't it? But he has given me the pressure as a function of your temperature. तो pressure को निकालो आप right now और dV की वैल्यू निकालो. So given for me from the ideal gas equation, if I'm writing from ideal gas equation, आपको समझा रहा हूँ कैसा करना है, तो थोड़ा इसको प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिए, छोड़ना नहीं है. PV is equals to N into R into D because he has given me temperatures T and DT. यानी DV को हम लोग को एलिमिनेट करके we need to write in terms of your T. ठीक है ना? So this one is PV is equals to your nRT. So इसमें से वॉल्यूम कितना बन गया? V is equals to nRT divided by pressure. Clear? Pressure is given how much for me? P is equals to A T power minus 1. यानी this one is A divided by T. So volume will be equal to nR into T divided by pressure. Pressure is A into यहाँ पर हो गया T. ठीक है ना? So this value will become for me how much? nR into T square divided by A. This is the volume. ठीक है ना? अब इसको डिफरेंशिएट कर लीजिए. सो dv वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू योर n तो एज इट इज रहेगा, ये भी एज इट इज रहेगा, r भी एज इट इज रहेगा. डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ t स्क्वायर विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच फॉर मी? 2t into your dt चेन रूल में. सो dv वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच फॉर मी बेटा? 2nr into your t divided by your a into your dt. So this is the volume. dv आ गया अपने को in terms of your temperature. Clear? हाँ चलो वर्क डन निकालो। तो वर्क डन निकालने का तरीका देखो बेटा, यहाँ पर वर्क डन निकालने का तरीका dw इज इक्वल्स टू इंटीग्रल ऑफ योर प्रेशर इनटू चेंज इन वॉल्यूम। प्रेशर तो आया कितना अपने को a by t, so that is equals to integral of a divided by t into dv। dv is equals to 2 n r into t divided by a into your dt। कुछ करते हुए दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? बेसिकली कुछ करते हुए दिखाई दे रहा है। this t and this t will get cancelled, this a and this a will get cancelled। 2nr is a constant, it is integral of your dt। what are the limits given for me beta? It is going from t to 4t, so that is equals to 2n into r, integral of dt is nothing but t, upper limit minus 4 limit 4t minus of your t। very simple question beta। so that is equals to your 2n into r into 3t, matlab this value will become for me 6n r into t, this will be the answer। आ गया सभी को? so what is the answer? 6 times of your nrt। good question, practice करो, प्रैक्टिस करो, 2-3 बार करो। अरे क्या करे सार में, अरे प्रेशर दे रखा है, वर्क डन पूछ रहा है, तो पहले मैंने वर्क डन का फॉर्मूला लिखा, प्रेशर को मैंने इसको सिंपलीफाई कर लिया, तो आई गॉट इन द फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम। अब यहाँ पर प्रेशर एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टेम्परेचर है, सॉरी नॉट टाइम, और वॉल्यूम को भी हम लोग टेम्परेचर में लिखना है, तो मैंने आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन का हेल्प लिया, v निकाला, फिर उसको डिफरेंशिएट किया, सो आई गॉट द वैल्यू ऑफ योर dv। तो उसको सिंपलीफाई कर लिया, तो आई गॉट दिस वैल्यू, देन आई टुक द फॉर्मूला dw is equals to your integral of p into dv। this is from the limits of your a to t। so initial temperature t, final temperature 40, simplified will get the answer। clear है बेटा? चलो, हमें क्लियर, हमें क्लियर। Question number 14, anyone? A pure inductor of AC मैंने परसों ही करवाया बहुत clearly। A pure inductor of 25 millihenry is connected to an AC source of 220 volt and frequency of the source is 50 hertz। The RMS current will be equal to your how much? How do you calculate the IRMS current बेटा? IRMS will be equal to VRMS divided by resistance। कौन सा है? इंडक्टर है, इंडक्टर मतलब क्या आ जाएगा? XL। what is XL formula? XL will be equal to how much for me? L into omega, that is equals to L, omega is equals to 2 pi into frequency, because frequency is given in the problem for me, so that value will be equal to how much for me? L is given how much for me? 25, so it is 25 into 10 power minus 3, I'm leaving the calculation, 2 into 22 divided by 7 into frequency, frequency is given for me as 50, so I got the value of your XL। am I clear? So now VRMS value is given how much for me beta in the problem? VRMS is given as of your 220, तो formula बन गया अपने को IRMS is equals to 220 divided by this value, that is nothing but whatever the value you get here, I'm giving the question mark, वो question mark कर लो, that will give me the answer first। I hope you can do that much of calculation, so please try to complete that। am I clear? am I clear? चलो question number 17 देखो, gravitation से दो questions पूछा जा रहा है। Okay, a satellite is revolving around the Earth close to the Earth's surface, to its surface with a kinetic energy. The energy required to give it given to it so that it will escape from the Earth will be equal to how much for me? Very good question. Satellite is always revolving around the Earth. मान के चलो, this is the Earth and this is the radius r. Already the satellite is here right now. I did so many times this model beta. This is at a certain height h, and it is revolving with a velocity of your v naught, isn't it? And close to the surface, और इसके पास kinetic energy is equal to how much for me? Kinetic energy is given as for me E। Then the energy required to be given, so that means how much energy I should give it to this one, how much energy I should give it to that one, so it will get it will escape the atmosphere। so this velocity, what is asking, this energy कितनी energy देना, so energy will be equal to how much? you know that to escape, what is the formula beta? Escape velocity will be equal to root 2 times of orbital velocity, isn't it? And kinetic energy or energy of the orbital is given how much for me beta? Kinetic energy is already given as of E। escape velocity का formula क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? energy of escape velocity will be equal to how much for me? Energy of escape velocity is half into m into v square, so it is equals to half into m, v is equals to how much for me? root 2 v naught square, root 2 v naught of your whole square, isn't it? That means this value will become for me half into m into 2 into v naught square. That means this will become for me 2 times of half into m into v naught square. See, energy is already given as of E. This energy is always equal to how much? But half into m into v naught square. So this will become for me 2 times of your E. Clear? Then this is the energy to escape. But already it is having energy of your how much for me beta? Half of your m into v naught. That is equals to E. Already it is having E, but for escaping I need 2E. So what is the energy required now is asking. So therefore, energy required will be difference of that one. So energy required will be how much? Like say, I need 300 rupees, but already I'm having 100 rupees. So how much I need more so that I'll be getting my problem solved? I need only 200, no? So that is the reason. So energy required will be equal to how much for me? To E minus of E, that will be equal to E. So that will be the answer. वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन बेटा. इसमें भी मिस्टेक करने के चांसेस बहुत ह्यूज होते हैं, तो आप उसको 2-3 बार प्रैक्टिस करिए. सो दैट रिक्वायर्स लिटिल बिट ऑफ योर प्रैक्टिस एंड इट इज प्योरली अ फॉर्मूला बेस्ड एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम. सो गुड क्वेश्चन है. तो दिस विल कम अंडर मॉडरेट लेवल, सो प्लीज ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस. Question number 18, madam. 22 grams of carbon dioxide at 27 degrees Celsius mixed with 16 grams of oxygen at 37 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the mixture will be equal to your how much? So I hope you remember the formula. Temperature of the mixture का formula लगाना है बेटा. So that will be equal to your, in terms of degrees of freedom, if I am writing, it is N1 F1 plus of your N2 F2. In terms of your temperature also, if I am writing, so अगर temperature में भी है तो इसका formula कितना हो गया बेटा? Sorry, so it is your N1, number of degrees of freedom is right now for me F1 into T1 plus of your N2 F2 into T2 divided by, right now this one is M1 F1 plus of your N2 F2. This is the formula for the temperature of the mixture in the degrees of freedom, because he has given me two gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Am I clear? So number of moles of carbon dioxide. So N1 is equals to, N is nothing but of your number of moles of your carbon dioxide. Number of moles of carbon dioxide. So the value will be equal to how much? But mass divided by molecular weight. Molecular weight of carbon dioxide is 44. So this value will be equal to F2. Then F1 is equals to number of degrees of freedom of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide number of degrees of freedom is right now for me diatomic. So vibration, assuming the degrees of freedom for carbon dioxide is 7. He has given me the 7. And degrees of freedom of your oxygen, that means F2 is equals to number of degrees of freedom of oxygen, that is equals to 5. Then N2 is equals to number of degrees of number of moles of your oxygen. So that value will be equal to your mass by molecular weight. Mass is 16, molecular weight of oxygen is 32. 16 by 32 is nothing but half. Am I clear? So I hope all of them are given. You can just substitute and get me the answer right. आपको आंसर केल्विन में मिलेगा, but he has given me degree Celsius, so minus 273 करना. Whatever the answer you get, minus 273 you should do. So that will give me the answer for. I hope you can do this one, beta. I hope you can do this one. Any doubt? Chalo. Next one, beta. Question number 20. This one already we did it. An alpha particle, after passing through a potential difference of 3 volt, collides with a nucleus. If the atomic number of the nucleus is Z, then the closest distance of approach will be equal to your how much? Initial kinetic energy of the alpha particle. Kinetic energy of the alpha particle must be equal to your potential energy of your alpha particle at closest distance of your approach. Kinetic energy means in terms of potential, if I am writing alpha particle charge is 2e, in the potential is right now for me V. Potential energy formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2 times of the E into Z into your E nucleus divided by D. So D value will be equal to how much for me? D is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Z into your E. So 1 E and 1 E will get cancelled, divided by your potential V. So now I can say that I need to substitute this one. It is directly proportional to Z and inversely proportional to V. Everywhere is given that value. So D value will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon value is 9 into 10 to the power of your 9 into Z divided by V into charge of electron 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, so this value will be equal to 16 nines are, and it is 10 power 19 and 10 power 19, that is nothing but a pure 10. So it is approximately 14.4 Z divided by V. 10 is nothing but angstroms. Clear? So A will be the answer. Very good question. Next one. Question number 22. In a particular electromagnetic waves का problem है बेटा. In a particular medium in electromagnetic wave, if E naught is 9 Newton per coulomb, and the speed of the light in the free space is 3 into 10 power of 8. The amplitude of the magnetic field will be equal to your how much for me? That means electric field will be equal to speed of light divided by your speed of light what in medium. So this is the speed of light in your medium divided by electric field. That is nothing but magnetic field. Or I can write right now magnetic field will be equal to how much for me? V naught is equals to speed of light in your medium. Speed of light in your medium divided by electric field. How do you write the value of the speed of light, beta? Speed of the light will be equal to how much for me? C is equals to स्पीड ऑफ द लाइट में डायरेक्टली फॉर्मूला ले ले रहा हूँ. C value will be equal to E naught divided by B. Direct formula. So asking the magnitude of magnetic field, यानी B naught. B naught is equals to E naught divided by C. E naught value is how much for me? 9. C naught value is 3 into 10 to the power of your 8. So it is your 9 by 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Everywhere 10 to the power of minus 8 is there. So it is 3 ones are 3 threes are. So it will be 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8. No. Yeah. 24. Anyone? Following logic gate gets marked as X and as well as a Y in the following figure. So what are the options of your X and as well as of your Y? Anyone? Anyone? See, this is a D and this not. So obviously X value will represent for me what beta? 9 gate, isn't it? And what is the value of Y? Directly, this one will be equal to how much for me? Only arrow mark type of a condition. So this will be your OR gate. So first one is NAND gate, next one is OR gate. B will be the answer. Very good. Then question number 26, anyone? The velocity of electromagnetic wave is parallel to B bar. और ये भी confusion question है. Maximum mistake करने के chances बहुत है. So please try to remember it. As it is, it will come. Anyone? Third option. Very good. The velocity of electromagnetic wave is parallel to. See, speed of the light whenever you are taking it is always in your x-axis. This is your speed of your light. That means electric field will always will be perpendicular to the this one, and this will be the magnetic field. This will be the okay. So now E bar cross B bar will give me C bar. So it is E bar cross of your B bar will always be equal to your C. Okay, speed of your electromagnetic wave. So it is E bar cross B. Very good. 27. In the relation P is equal to alpha by beta exponential to the power of minus alpha into Z divided by K into theta, where P is pressure, Z is distance, K is Boltzmann's constant, and theta is temperature. The dimension formula for the beta will be equal to how much? You know that exponential of anything is always dimensionless. So I can write here right now alpha into Z divided by K into theta is dimensionless. So it is M0, L0, T0. What is K? K is Boltzmann's constant. We know the energy E is equals to half into K into T. Energy dimension is ml square T power minus 2, that is K into temperature T. Temperature is measured in terms of your Kelvin. I am taking in terms of your Kelvin. Or I can write with your theta. Theta is a temperature बोल रहा है यहाँ पर. So I'll take the temperature as of your theta. Okay. So dimension of the K will be equal to how much for me? M L square T power minus 2 divided by theta. That means theta power minus 1. That's the dimension of your theta. So what are the, where P is the pressure, Z is distance, K is Boltzmann's constant, theta is temperature. The dimension formula for beta value will be equal to how much? So first I'll get the value of alpha from this one beta. Isn't it? So alpha value will be equal to how much? Alpha is equals to K into theta divided by Z. So K की dimension आ गया ml square T power minus 2, and this one is of your theta to the power of minus. Actually it is Kelvin, isn't it? Into theta is also how much for me beta? Theta divided by Z is nothing but length. This one will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. So it is M into L into T power minus 2 is your alpha. Am I clear? M L T power minus 2. I need the value of beta. So pressure is equals to alpha divided by beta. So beta value will be equal to alpha divided by pressure. Alpha का dimension आ गया M L T power of minus 2. P is nothing but what is telling in the problem? Pressure. Pressure dimension. Pressure is equals to force divided by area. Force dimension M L T power minus 2 divided by area L square. So obviously this L and this square will get cancelled. So it is M L power minus 1 T power minus 2. So divided by M into L power minus 1 T power minus 2. This M will get cancelled right now for me. This value will become how much for me? M0 L square T power of your, this is minus, this will go up, so it will become for me 0. So it is M0 L square T0, M0 L square T0, first option दिखाई दे रहा है. Anyone 28? 28 already I did it beta, आप लोग एक बार check कर लीजिए. I hope everyone can do beta. A and B is being given, this will be equal to your NAND gate, this is NAND gate, this is OR gate, and this one is nothing but again NAND gate. Okay, so please try to do it out. लिख दो. This is A, this is B. इसका input ये है, इसका input ये है. So this is right now for me A dot B bar आ जाए. Then again for this one it is right now for me output. So it is your A. This one is right now for me dot. The next one is right now for me A dot B bar, and this is total bar. The same thing is here right now for me. So it is right now, input is right now for me 1B, then it is right now for me plus, then again it is A dot B bar. Okay, then output y will be equal to how much? Y value will be equal to A dot B. This one is right now for me bar, and this is the total bar, isn't it? This one is total bar. This is dot total bar आएगा इसके लिए भी. Then this value will be here right now for me P plus A dot B bar. Total bar. So simplified, we'll get the answer. So I hope you can do that one. So just check it out. Question number 30. Anyone better? If n resistors are used to produce a total resistance in a circuit, the ratio of maximum to minimum resistance किसमें होगा? Parallel में होगा कि series में होगा? Tell me in series, R series will be equal to your R plus R plus R plus so on. This value will become how much for me? NR. R in parallel will become how much for me? R divided by N. Isn't it? Now in series, it is how much for me? R in series divided by R in parallel will be equal to N into R divided by R divided by N. R gets cancelled, so this value will become N square. So resistance in series will be N square times of your resistance in your parallel. Okay, so what is the option I can write? N square is to 1. The ratio of that one is asking right now for me. N square is to 1 will be the answer. Clear? Question number 33. Anyone? Power dissipated across the 8 ohm resistor in the circuit shown here is 2 watt. The power dissipated in the watt units across your 3 ohm resistor will be equal to your how much? So now whatever the current is being coming, it is getting divided here as I1, and here it is getting divided as of your I2. The total current is going right now as I. Am I clear? Power dissipated across. A power across this one is given as of your 8 ohm. Resistance is given, so I can calculate the potential using the formula P is equals to V square divided by your R. So can I say that voltage across so I can say here voltage across, because these are parallel now. So whatever is the voltage across 8, the same voltage will be across 1 and the same voltage will be across 3. So voltage across your 8 ohm will be equal to how much for V? V is equals to under root of your P into your R. So it is equals to under root of power is 8, resistance is 8. 8 is 64. So this will be equal to 64. That will be equal to your how much for V? 4 volt. Am I clear? 8 ohm, sorry, this is given as 2 watt, not 8. Sorry. So power is given how much for me the problem? See, power is given as 2 watt. So that is equals to under root of 2 into resistance is given as 8. 4 2s 16. This is root 16. Root 16 is how much for me? 4. So 4 volt is the potential across this one. Across this one, the potential is V. So across this also potential is V, 4 volt, and across this one is also your 4 volt. Okay, the voltage drop across this one. So what is the power dissipated in the watt across your 3 ohms? Power across this one will be equal to how much better? P is equals to V square divided by R. V, how much I got right now? 4. 4 square is nothing but how much for me? 4 into 4 divided by R. R is nothing but equal to your 3. Done. It is a 16 divided by 3. Clear? Power dissipated in the watt across your 3 watt. So across this one, if I need the power, so power is equals to potential is right now. Okay. Sorry, the potential of across each of them I need to calculate. So what is the potential across this one? This is say for example V1, and this one is say for example V2. So I need to calculate the potential across this one. So potential across this one is V2. So V2 value will be equal to V2 value is equals to current passing through that one. How do you calculate the value of I1 beta? Or in terms of potential you write right now for. So it is right now resistance R1 divided by R1 plus of your R2 into total potential. That is nothing but V. So now see R1 if I am taking this one, and this one I am taking it as of your R2. So this one is R1. R1 value is how much for me? So this one is R1. So this value will be equal to your R1. This value is your R1. This value is your R2. R1 value is how much for me? 3 divided by 1 plus 3. The total potential is 4. So this is 3 divided by 4 into 4. This will be equal to 3 volt. So the V2 will be equal to 3 volt. So this will be 3 square divided by R. R is 3. 3 square is nothing but 9. 9 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 threes are. So this will be equal to your power will be equal to 3 watt. Fourth option will be the answer. Good question. 34. Given below are two statements. In slide wire bridge, the unknown value of the resistance was selected that the null point is obtained at the middle of the wire. Statement 2, the wire of the meter bridge is made up of your copper as well as of your aluminium better. Now see, the copper wire is made up of right now for me, manganese, not copper and aluminium. So obviously statement 2 is blenderly wrong. So statement 2 correct बोल रहा है तो ये नहीं हो सकता. So first one is not possible. Statement 2 is correct बोल रहा है. Statement C is also not possible. So the option must be either B and D. So let us try to see the statement 1. In a slide wire bridge, the known value of the resistance is so selected that the null point is obtained at your midpoint. Obviously, the statement 1 is correct. Okay, so B will be the answer. 35. The ratio of the energies of the hydrogen atom in the first to your second excited state will be equal to how much? Direct formula based question है. Energy of nth orbit का formula बताइए जल्दी से. En is equals to minus of 13.6 divided by n square. Unit is electron volt. The same way, if I'm talking about the ratio of energy of hydrogen atom in the first and second excited. First excited means what? 2. Second excited means what? 3. So E2 will be equal to minus of 13.6 divided by 2 square electron volt. And E3 will be equal to second excited state minus of 13.6 divided by 3 square electron volt. So I need to calculate the ratio of E2 divided by E3. So it is 3 square divided by 2 square. 3 square is 9 divided by 4. So it is 9 divided by 4. So 9 by 4. 43. Anyone? The work function of the three metals A, B, and C are 1.92, 2 electron volt, 5 electron volt. Which metals will emit the photoelectrons for the radiation of the wavelength of 4100? I did this one already so many number of your times. Question number 43. Anyone can give me the answer for this one? 43. Which metal will emit the photoelectrons for the radiation of wavelength of 4100 angstroms? You know that for the emitting of the light, wavelength should be work function of that one should be always be lesser than of your what? See, energy of incident is E is equals to hc divided by lambda. Lesser the wavelength, more will be the energy. Work function is equals to hc divided by lambda naught. Okay, right? So work function, first I'll calculate, see how much it is. It is 12400 divided by wavelength is given in terms of 4100 angstrom. This one will get cancelled. So this is approximately 3 electron volt. So work function of the A is given how much for me? 1.92. Work function of the B is given for me 2 electron volt. Work function of the C is given for me 5 electron volt. Obviously, work function of your A is lesser than the work function of your 5. The same way, work function of your B is also lesser than of your 5, isn't it? So I can say that A and B will emit the photons. A and B will emit photoelectrons. Clear? So C will be the answer. 46. Anyone? Direct question. If the potential energy of the first excited state of hydrogen atom is taken 0, then kinetic energy of the ground state of electron in the hydrogen atom will be equal to your how much? Anyone? If the potential energy of the first excited state of hydrogen atom is taken 0, then what happened to the kinetic energy? See, if the magnitude of the initial kinetic energy of the electron is same in magnitude of the potential energy, that means if it is becoming 0, there will be no effect in kinetic energy. So kinetic energy will become how much for me beta? Same, 13.6 electron volt. There is no change in that. Clear? Am I clear, beta? Sure. Question number 47. In an experiment, the measurement of the diameter of the wire of length 5 centimeter with the help of the screw gauge, the main scale reads 1 mm and 48th division on the circular scale coincides with the reference line. There are 100 divisions on the circular scale. The pitch of the screw gauge is 1 mm. The volume of the wire is how much? This is also a good question. 90% बच्चे आप लोग नहीं कर पा सकेंगे. So make sure that please try to do this question once. कोई कर सकता है क्या? देख लीजिए एक बार. Question number 47. In an experiment, the measurement of the diameter of the wire is given. Now see, for the screw gauge, the length of the wire is given how much for me? Length of the wire is equals to 5 centimeters. and pitch is given for me how much beta? 1 mm is your pitch. How do you calculate the least count in the screw gauge? Least count is equals to, what is the formula, you tell me beta? Pitch divided by number of divisions. Pitch divided by number of divisions on your circular scale. So pitch is how much for me? 1 mm divided by number of divisions are 100. So 1 mm divided by 100 is 0.01 mm. So diameter of the wire is how much for me? D. So volume of the wire क्या होगा बेटा? कोई बता सकता है? Volume of wire will be equal to, V is equals to your area into length. Area will be pi r square into L. So that is equals to pi. In terms of diameter लिख रहे हो, so it is D divided by 2 whole square into length L, isn't it? So diameter is nothing but what beta? Diameter of the wire मतलब reading only ना? So diameter of the wire is nothing but reading. तो इसकी reading निकालो, कैसा निकालोगे? Reading is nothing but diameter is equals to reading of main scale diameter की value plus it will be reading of circular scale. पूरा फॉर्मूला लिख रहा हूं, आप लोगों को याद ना रहता बोल के. सर्कुलर स्केल, रीडिंग ऑफ मेन स्केल कितना है? 1 mm है, प्लस रीडिंग ऑफ सर्कुलर स्केल कितना है बेटा? सर्कुलर स्केल रीडिंग मतलब क्या करोगे? लीस्ट काउंट इनटू नंबर ऑफ डिविजन जितने से कोइंसाइड हो रहा है. 48 से कोइंसाइड हो रहा है तो 48 इनटू लीस्ट काउंट. So it is equals to 1 mm plus 48 into least count is 0.01 mm. Clear? So this value will come out for me how much beta? 1.48 mm. Option centimeters में दे रखा, conversion centimeters. So it is 1.48 into 10 power minus 1 centimeters. This is the diameter. So pi की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 3.14 into diameter की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 1.48 into 10 power minus 1 divided by 2 whole square into length. Length is equals to how much for me in the problem? 5 centimeter. So 5 centimeter. इसको कैलकुलेट कर लो, आंसर आ जाएगा. अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, अगर ऐसा वाला क्वेश्चन आए तो 99% बच्चे छोड़ के आएंगे. तो ऐसे लेंथी एक हो गया बेसिकली, और वो फॉर्मूला उतना बड़ा याद आ रहा, लेकिन दे सकता है, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं देना है, क्योंकि एक्सपेरिमेंटल फिजिक्स के क्वेश्चंस अच्छे खासे पूछा जा रहा है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 49, एनीवन, ये तो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है. इन द फॉलोइंग सर्किट कैलकुलेट द इफेक्टिव रेजिस्टेंस अक्रॉस योर ए एंड एज वेल एज ऑफ योर बी. अक्रॉस योर ए एंड एज वेल एज ऑफ योर बी. Don't be hurry bari. So 2R, R and R. This value will become ineffective. R to R. P by Q is equal to R by S. This also will become ineffective. So R and R will be in series. तो ये बन गया 2R small r, और ये R series हो गया, ये हो गया 4 times of R, and this one is also how much for me? 4 times of your R. So ultimately this value will become how much for me beta? So this value will become for me 4R. This is your terminal B. This is your terminal A. Then down there is one more resistance, that is nothing but 2R. उसके नीचे भी एक resistance है, that is nothing but 4R. 4 times of Kepler. All of them are in parallel. So R of them are in parallel. That will be equal to 1 by 4R plus 1 by 2R plus 1 by 4R. So ये हो गया 2 times of 1 by 4R plus 1 by 2R. So 2 ones, this is 2 2, so it is 1 by 2R plus 1 by small r. It is your 1 by R effective. So capital R will be equal to how much for me? 2 capital R small r divided by capital R plus small r. Good question beta. Clear? So ये will be the answer. ठीक है ना? तो इतने ही क्वेश्चन है एक सेट का. बाकी का फिर नेट का नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बेटा, इसको एक बार आप लोग ट्राई कर लीजिए. वही 20 क्वेश्चंस बनेंगे, इसमें जितने क्वेश्चंस करे देखो हम लोग 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24. टोटली हम लोग 24 क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. 24 into your 4. So this should be your score. आया सभी को? Any doubt in this one to anyone? पेशेंस भी होना, देखो थोड़ा जो ग्रांड पेपर करने के साथ डर जा रहे बेसिकली. हाँ, सुग्रानक भी देख रहे हैं ना, रिवीजन में कितना इंपॉर्टेंट हो रहा है कि आप लोगों को फॉर्मूले रिकलेक्ट करना है. ठीक है, टुमारो विल ट्राई टू रिवाइज द कंप्लीट मॉडर्न फिजिक्स बेटा. कंप्लीट मॉडर्न फिजिक्स इन के लीजिए रिवाइज करके फिर एक प्रॉब्लम इसका नेक्स्ट वाला पेपर करेंगे। इसके बाद नेक्स्ट वाला पेपर में फिर 20 क्वेश्चंस या 25 क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे। आप लोग भी एक बार करके आइए प्लीज, विल ट्राई टू डू दैट। ठीक है ना। ये जो मैंने आज करवाया ना, फिर आप लोग इसको 2-3 बार करना है। अरे प्रॉब्लम क्या पूछा जा रहा है, क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा, फॉर्मूला याद आना बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है बेटा, तो वो प्रैक्टिस से आता है। ठीक है ना। जैसे इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव के क्वेश्चन है, 20 वाला ये वाला क्वेश्चन, ये भी मिस्टेक करने के चांसेस बहुत होते हैं। 18 का भी फॉर्मूला बच्चों को याद नहीं आता। 17th इज आल्सो वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। 14th इज आल्सो वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। 13th वन इज ए वेरी टफ लेवल क्वेश्चन, यानी एक अच्छा वाला बच्चा ही कर सकता है, यानी या जो अच्छा वाला बच्चा प्रैक्टिस कर सका ना वो वाला कर सकता है। 12th वन इज आल्सो वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। 9th वाला तो 100% गलत करके ही आते हैं बेसिकली, तो बी लिटिल बिट ऑफ केयरफुल लाइक रिलेटेड टू दैट वन। 6th वन वाला भी अच्छा मॉडल है, रेगुलरली आने वाले क्वेश्चन है। 5th वन वाला भी रेगुलर फॉर्मूला है, ऐसा आया तो करना क्या, मैंने कैलकुलेशन छोड़े हैं जो बड़े बड़े वाले हैं, वो आप लोग एक बार चेक कर लीजिए। सो ये पेपर आई होप दैट यू ट्राई टू डू इट वंस अगेन, 2-3 बार अपनी तरफ से फिर एक बार करिए। ठीक है ना। विदाउट की आपके पास ऑलरेडी है, ये तो मेरे साथ की है। कल मैं पूरा पेपर करने के बाद फिर मैं आपको इसका वर्किंग के साथ भेजूंगा, ये वाला करने के बाद मैं भेजूंगा। तो आज आई एम नॉट सेंडिंग दिस पेपर फॉर यू। सो आज फिर से एक बार जो मैंने आप लोगों को करवाया ना वो एक बार कर लो, देन विल ट्राई टू गिव यू द नोट्स फॉर द टुमारो सेशन ऑफ द क्लास। Tomorrow afternoon, if you are ready, please let me know in the message how many students are ready. Accordingly, I'll try to plan one grand test paper for complete syllabus. ठीक है ना। तो यूनिट्स एंड डायमेंशंस की एक बार रिवीजन करिए बेटा। स्क्रू गेज, वर्नियर कैलिपर्स, एरर्स वगैरह का प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आया उसके अंदर, तो मैंने देखा नहीं होगा, तो सम ऑफ द एरर क्वेश्चंस भी आना चाहिए, लेकिन यूनिट्स एंड डायमेंशन क्वेश्चन आ चुका है। सिग्निफिकेंट का भी क्वेश्चन नहीं आया, सो बी लिटिल बिट केयरफुल। ओके, चलो टेक केयर बेटा, बाय। क्लियर है सभी को। आयशा, अश्नीता, शिल्पा, I need you to cross 120 at any cost in the final exams. Then only you can wear your aprons and stethoscopes and enter into the medical colleges. 120 का मिनिमम टारगेट लगाना है आप लोग को किसी आर्म में। ठीक है, चलो। Tomorrow, possibility there, I'll try to take one class for the grant test paper of any of the famous institutions. Maybe अलन के भी एक दो क्वेश्चन पेपर्स रहे तो कर लेंगे। ठीक है, we'll try to do that. ठीक है, चलो टेक केयर बेटा, बाय।